Hello, I am Dr. C. Christie, Assistant Professor, Computer Science Department from St.Joseph's College of Arts and Science, Autonomous Cuddalore 1. This video, let us see about what is encoder and decoder. This video we will see the types of encoders and decoders, truth table and circuit diagram, block diagrams of encoders as well as the decoders. First, we will see what is encoder. Encoder is a combination logic circuit that consists of 2 power n input lines and n output lines. It has the reverse function of the decoder. Consider this block diagram, 2 power n input lines that are encoded into n output lines. Types of encoder: 4 to 2 encoder, 8 to 3 encoder and 16 to 4 encoder. We will see 4 to 2 encoder and 8 to 3 encoder block diagram, circuit diagram as well as its truth table. 4 to 2 encoder. Consider this block diagram. It consists of 4 inputs, namely Y3, Y2, Y1 and Y0 and 2 output lines A1 and A0. Truth table of 4 to 2 encoder. Inputs are Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. Outputs A1, A0. When the input Y0 equal to 1, both the outputs are 0. When Y1 equal to 1, that is the input Y1 equal to 1, the output A0 equal to 1. When the Y2 input will be 1, the output A1 will be 1. When Y3 equal to 1, the output A1 and A0 are 1. Based on the above truth table, we have to write the Boolean expressions. A1 expression will be written like this. Consider this A1 output. A1 will be equal to 1 in these following places. So the corresponding input lines are taken. Y2 and Y3. So A1 equal to Y3 plus Y2. Consider this one in A1 output. Okay. When A0 equal to 1 in these two places, the following input lines are taken. Y1 as well as Y3. So A0 equal to Y3 plus Y1. Next, we will see the circuit diagram for 4 to 2 encoder. The above diagram consists of 2 OR gates. These OR gates encode the 4 input lines, that is Y3, Y2, Y3 and Y1 with 2 output lines A1 and A0. Next, we will see 8 to 3 encoder or octal to binary encoder. It consists of 8 input lines. Consider this block diagram. These 8 input lines are encoded into 3 output lines A2, A1, A0. This octal to binary encoder is always called as 8 to 3 encoder. Consider this 8 to 3 encoder truth table. It consists of 8 inputs, namely Y7, Y6, Y5, Y4, Y3, Y2, Y1 and Y0. It will be encoded into 3 outputs, A2, A1 and A0. So based on the above truth table, we have to write the following Boolean expressions. Okay, consider this A2 output. It will be 1 in following places. So the corresponding input lines are taken. Y4, Y5, Y6 and Y7. So A2 expression equal to Y7 plus Y6 plus Y5 plus Y4. Like that, A1 output will be 1 in following places. So we have to take the corresponding input lines. Y7 plus Y6 plus Y3 plus Y2. So A1 equal to Y7 plus Y6 plus Y3 plus Y2. Consider the output A0. So it will be one in the following places. So consider the following input lines. Y7 plus Y5 plus Y3 plus Y1. So A0 expression equal to Y7 plus Y5 plus Y3 plus Y1. Next we will see the circuit diagram for 8 to 3 encoder. The above diagram consists of 4 input OR gates. That is, we are having 3 OR gates. Each OR gates consists of 4 input lines. These OR gate encode the 8 inputs into 3 output lines. That is A2, A1, A0. So when A2 output will be 1, based on the Boolean expression as well as the truth table, we have to take the input lines Y7, Y6, Y5 and Y4. So these input lines are added. It will produce the Boolean expression A2. When A1 Boolean expression is expressed based on this circuit diagram, consider the input lines Y7, Y6, Y3 and Y2. These 4 input lines are added. This A1 expression will be written. A0 equal to Y1, Y3, Y5 and Y7. Next we will see the decoder and its block diagram, circuit diagram as well as its truth table and types of decoders. Decoder is a combinational circuit that has n input lines and it produces 2 power n output lines. Consider the following block diagram. It consists of n input lines and enable input line. This will be decoded into 2 power n possible output lines. Next we will see the types of decoders. 2 to 4 decoder, 3 to 8 decoder, 4 to 16 decoder. First we will see what is 2 to 4 decoder. Consider this block diagram. It has 2 input lines and enable input line E. That will be decoded into 4 outputs Y3, Y2, Y1 and Y0. These 4 outputs will be 1 for each combination of inputs when the enable input E equal to 1. Consider the truth table of 2 to 4 decoder. It consists of enable input, inputs, variable A1, A0 and it will be produces the 4 outputs Y3, Y2, Y1 and Y0. Like encoder, when enable input will be 0, both the inputs are not enabled. At that time, all of the outputs are 0. When enable inputs are 1, then only the inputs A1 and A0 are enabled. When both the inputs are 0, at that time Y1 output will be Y0 output will be selected. When enable input will be 1, A1 equal to 0, A0 equal to 1, the output Y1 is selected. Enable input is 1, A1 equal to 1, A0 equal to 0, Y2 output will be selected. Enable input will be 1, both the inputs A1 and A0 are equal to 1 means Y3 output will be selected. Based on the above truth table, the following Boolean expressions are written. Y3 equal to, consider this Y3, it will be 1 in following place. The corresponding input lines are taken E into A1 into A0. Y2 expression will be written like this. Y2 equal to E into A1 into A0 dash. Next, Y1 will be written like this. Y1 equal to E into A1 dash into A0. Next, we will see the circuit diagram of 2 to 4 encoder. The two input variables A1 and A0 enable input E. When E is equal to 1, the two inputs are enabled. If enable input is 0, all the outputs of the decoder will be equal to 0. Consider this diagram. Enable input will be given to all the AND gates. So when Y3 output will be selected, at that time A1 equal to 1, A0 equal to 1, E equal to 1. That is 1, 1, 1. When Y2 output will be 1 means at that time the input lines, that is A1 equal to 1, A0 equal to 0, E equal to 1. Like that, Y1 input will be selected when A1 input will be 0, A0 input will be 1 and enable input will be 1. Y0 output will be 1 means at that time A1 dash, that is A1 equal to 0, A0 equal to 0, E input will be 1. Next we will see 3 to 8 decoder, that is decimal to BCD decoder. It has 3 input lines and also enable input line. These 3 inputs are decoded into 8 output lines, namely D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. This is the block diagram for 3 to 8 encoder or decimal to BCD encoder. Consider the truth table for 3 to 8 decoder. It consists of enable input A, B, C, 3 input lines. These are the input lines. This will be decoded into the following output lines like D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. When enable input will be 0, the 3 inputs are not enabled. At that time, all the output lines are 0. When enable input will be 1, at that time only, any one of the input will be selected. Okay. So, when A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 0, D0 output will be 1. When enable input will be 1, A equal to 0, B equal to 0, C equal to 1 means D1 output will be selected. When enable input will be 1, A equal to 0, B equal to 1, C equal to 0 means D2 output will be selected. When enable input is 1, A equal to 0, B equal to 1, C equal to 1 means D3 output will be selected. When enable input is 1, A equal to 1, B equal to 0, C equal to 0 means D4 output will be 1. When enable input is 1, A equal to 1, B equal to 0, C equal to 1 means D5 output will be selected. When E equal to 1, A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 0 means D6 will be selected. That is the D6 output line will be selected. When all the inputs are 1, that is E equal to 1, A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C equal to 1 means D7 output will be selected. Next we will see the circuit diagram for 3 into 8 encoder. Based on the circuit diagram, the following Boolean functions are written. So D0 equal to A dash, B dash, C dash. Consider this circuit diagram. D0, A dash, B dash, C dash. When A equal to 0, that is A dash, B dash, C equal to 1. A dash, B dash, C equal to 1. D1 output will be selected when A dash, B, C dash. D2 output will be selected A dash, B, C dash. The D3 output will be selected when A dash, B, C. D3 equal to A dash, B, C. Like D4 output will be selected when input lines A, B dash, C dash. So D4 equal to A, B dash, C dash. D5. So we have to select the following input lines A, B dash, C. A, B dash, C means D5 output will be selected. D6. D6 output will be selected means when A equal to 1, B equal to 1, C that is equal to 0, that is A, B, C dash. So D6 equal to A, B, C dash. So D7 output will be 1 means A, B, C. When all the input lines are 1, at that time D7 will be selected. D7 equal to A, B, C. Thank you for watching this video.